All right, first thing first. Okay, if I asked you to simplify this, 3 times 2a plus 4 by getting rid of the brackets, what do I get here? Go ahead. 6a plus 12. Excellent. Okay. Okay. So I have to multiply it through the brackets again, right? Just like I did on the top one. So what am I going to get this time?
A squared plus 4b 8.
Okay, not bad. Close. Close. There's one thing I would fix. Okay, so basically what I'm getting at is what do I have to do? I have to take this 4a and I multiply it by 2a, and then I take the 4a and I times it by b, correct? Right? Okay, so what's 4 times 2? 8. A times a? A squared. And then you had the last part right. The only difference is I would always write it in alphabetical order based on the variables. So you did say 4ba, which is right. Okay, 3 times 4 and 4 times 3 are the same thing. Okay, so far we're okay with this, right? Any questions about that? Okay, so what happens if I have this now? Okay, have we seen this before at all? Okay, nay, not sure. Okay, so there's 2 ways in which we can do this. I'm going to show you the easy way second. Because I want the way that's longer is exactly the same way as I would do this up here. But it's not the easy way to do it. So let's start with that. So that we just saw this. All right, so now what I'm doing is now I'm going to take this 2a and I'm going to multiply it through the brackets, and then I'm going to take the 3 and multiply it through that set of brackets. So essentially what it looks like is this. I take 2a and I times it by a plus 4, and then I add 3 times a plus 4. So I take these individual terms and I multiply them through the brackets. All right, so this one in is 2a squared plus 8a, add 3a, add 12. Okay, 2a times a is 2a squared. 2a times 4 is 8a. 3 times a is 3a. 3 times 4 is 12. Do I have any like terms that I can collect here? 8a and 3a, and if I have 8 a's and I add 3 more a's to it, how many a's do I have? 11 a's, right? So I get 2a squared plus 11a add 12. So that's what that is right there. Okay?
Excuse me for the interruption. Cardi Jerome, you have a message in the office, please. Cardi Jerome.
I'm not gonna like that in a second. I don't know, that'll be fine. Okay, so again, the same thing occurs. All right, what am I doing? I have to take this, multiply it through here, take this, multiply it through there, and then collect the like terms. So I get 2x times 4x minus y plus y times 4x minus y. Okay? 2x times 4x is what? 8x squared. 2x times minus y. Pardon me?
Minus 2xy.
Minus 2xy. Very good. Y times 4x. And y times negative y is minus y squared. Okay? Collect the like terms. 8x squared plus 2xy minus y squared. Okay. Is there anybody in here that's not following this so far? Any part of it? Whether it's the multiplying part or the distribution part, is anybody not following? Be honest. Okay so far? All right. Now, I said there's an easier way to do this. Okay? When I have a binomial, meaning two terms, and I multiply it by another binomial, there is a simpler method to use for it. Okay? And that method is this. FOIL. You guys heard of FOIL before? Yeah? So what does it stand for? No idea.
First, last, second, so that.
All that. First, so the first in each bracket, x times x. The outside in each bracket, x times 4. The inside in each bracket, 3 times x. And the last in each bracket, 3 times 4. Like that. Okay? First in the brackets, outside, inside, last. Okay? So x times x is x squared plus 4x, add 3x, which is 7x, add 12. Okay? That works excellent if we're working with binomials. It's the easiest, slickest way to do a binomial times a binomial. Okay? And again, a binomial means I have two terms separated by one sign. In this case, it's an add. In this case, it's an add as well. Everybody's okay so far?
So FOIL only works if you're multiplying two numbers.
That's correct. Okay? That's exactly right. So, what happens if I have a binomial by a trinomial? Okay? I can't use FOIL for this. So what am I going to use? The method I showed you to begin with. This guy. Separate them. Take this value times that, and this value times that. And that's the easiest way to do that. Now, actually, I will show you one other method. Now I think of it. Here's another way to do it. So, we'll start with this, and then I'll show you another slick way of doing this. So I've got 2a times a squared plus 5a plus 7. Add 4 times a squared plus 5a add 7 equals. Okay, so I take this value times it by all of that. Take this value times it by all of that. Right, so far? 2a times a squared is what? Okay, what did we just finish doing a unit on? Exponents, right? What do I do with the exponents? I do add them, right? So you were right. 2a times a squared. 2a cubed. That's right. Okay? 2a times 5a. 2 times 5 is 10a squared plus 14a. Add 4a squared. Add 20a. Add 28. Okay? 4 times that is a squared, 4a squared. 4 times that is 28. 4 times that is 28. Okay so far? Collect the like terms. Well, I have a 2a cubed. That's the only a cubed I have. Now what do I have? 10a squared and 4a squared. How many a squareds do I have? 14a squareds. 34 a's. And 28 ones. Constants, single things. She said. Right? Okay, perfect. Everybody following the steps so far? 'Cause I can do few of these, all right? I said to you, there is one other way to do this, okay? This is also an excellent way of solving this. A squared plus 5a, add 7, and I stack it. Like that, and I'm going to multiply. So if I gave this to you as this, 321 times 14, right? And I say to you, okay, without a calculator, let's multiply this. So what do you do first?
Times the 4 through, then times the 10 through.
So times the 4 through. So starting here,
No, just start the ones.
okay, so I go 4 times 1, right? 4, 4 times 2, 8, 4 times 3, 12, and then what?
Then you times the 10.
Gotta put a blank in there, right? Because now I'm working with the tens part of it. So then it's 1 times all of that, which is 321. Agreed? Then add them together. So that's what I get, right? We'll do the same thing here with one catch. Okay, now it's not necessary that you do this, but it will make it easier for you. Because if you notice here, what do you notice about the exponents on the A's as I go right from left to right?
Highest to lowest.
What's that?
Highest to lowest.
Yeah, it's the highest to lowest, so it's in descending order, right? So 8 to the 3, 8 to the 2, 8 to the 1, 8 to the 0. Correct? Okay, so what I'm going to do here then is I'm doing this the exact same thing, but I'm going to take this 2a and I'm going to multiply it going this way. Okay, and it'll make sense. 2a times a is what? 2a cubed. 2a times that, 10a squared, right? So we're multiplying. 2a times that is 14a. Now, 4 times a squared is what? 4a squared. I'm going to line it up with the a squared then. 4 times 5a, 28. 4 times 7, 28. I draw my line. 2a cubed. 14a squareds. 34 a's. And 28 singletons. Exactly the same as that. Both methods. Not overly difficult. Okay? This one relates more as to what you were used to, you know, in grade 6, 7 when they asked you to multiply big numbers. Right? But both methods will work just fine to do it. Pick the one you like best. Doesn't matter. Okay? Any questions so far? Going through pretty slow. So if there are questions, by all means ask. How do I do this?
4 times 4.
4 times 4? Excellent.
5 times 5. 8 times 8.
Sure. See the pattern? Right? Okay? I don't change anything. Don't change anything. This was 4 times 4, 5 times 5, 8 times 8. This is still a minus 2 times a minus 2. That's what that squared value means. I take the number that's squared and I multiply it by itself, right? Now I FOIL this. First, 8 times a. Outside, inside, and last. And there's your answer. Okay? Just because I have two terms in here, and it's a squared value, it doesn't change. Doesn't change, you just do it the same way you did all these other ones. The only difference is now I have a binomial. By a binomial, which means that I FOIL it. Okay? So, does everybody in here remember the FOIL? Okay, that's important. Alright? You want to really hammer this out today and tomorrow. You want to get it done. Okay, because when we get into the factoring, which is sort of like dividing, that's where you got to know how to get this way, because now we got to work backwards to get it. That's kind of what we're doing. And everything we do here is to make questions easier to solve. All right? Any questions about that? Okay.